Hi everyone, it's Jo here from Essential Life Empowerment, and today we're going to do a workshop on emotions and being able to manage our emotions and what we can do to support that. So I'm just going to pop into my screen share. Here we go, and I'll get this started for you so we can have a look at what it is we're going to go through today. So first of all, the most important thing we're going to do is we're going to check in with ourselves and what our needs are in ourselves. Then we're going to have a look at how we can actually meet those needs that we've got. And then we're going to have a look at how to put that into action. And that is the really basic pathway to be able to be empowered with this stuff. So I won't waffle on with the intro too long. Let's just jump straight into this. So first off, let's just take a couple of moments just to settle ourselves in, take just a quiet moment to connect to ourselves and really tune in with what our needs are at this point in time, what our emotions are and what we're feeling. So it's best if you can limit distractions if possible and just really take a moment and think, okay, what are the emotions that are running through me right now? So I'm going to give you a moment to do that. And one thing that's really good to do when we start thinking about how we feel is to actually look at how we feel physically as well. So is there anywhere in our body that is feeling tension or has any sort of feelings attached to it? So for example, are there butterflies in your tummy that can be attached to our emotions? At the moment, my throat is feeling a little bit tense, I would say, because I'm doing the public speaking thing. So that's where a lot of my emotions I can feel at the moment. So I can really feel that. Okay, so you can have a feel of what's going on in your body, and that can give you really good clues to what's going on with your emotions. So step number one is figuring out how we're feeling in the moment, and that is a really good indicator to give us a direction of what it is that we want to move from there. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about feeling anything negative that you want to change. You know, you could be feeling really fabulous and just want to keep that momentum going, you know, absolutely. It's not about focusing on or putting a positive or negative connotation onto the emotion that you're feeling. It's just about being aware of what it is so that you can know what things you might like to shift from there. So how is it that we actually are able to do that? So I'm going to put up this really great graphic for everyone to have a look at. We don't need to really get stuck on the words, though it is really, really great to have some fabulous descriptive words to be able to give us an idea of teasing out where our emotions are coming from. Because often, you know, if we just feel bad, you know, it's coming from somewhere that's much deeper than that. So if we look at what the actual root feeling is that's there, it'll give us a really good idea of what things we can do to be able to support that. So my favorite thing about this chart is that it actually moves into the different types of oils and different types of plants and how they can actually assist with supporting and managing different emotions and feelings that we're having. So for example, over here, we can see that our florals are really, really fabulous. Like any flowers and things are really, really fabulous for when we're having those really fearful and worried and hurt feelings. And it just goes around. So this is a really great one to look at when we are looking at those deeper feelings and what sort of things can support with that as well. So these blends here are really, really fabulous, and they've been pointed out because they have been made specifically to be able to support different emotional things that come up for us in our day-to-day lives. And they're really, really simple ready-made blends. But the advantage of this is that we can make our own blends, or we can choose our own types of oils that would be that would speak to us, or that are very specific to what our emotional needs are at the time. So it's not just about these ones, although these are an absolutely fabulous starting point and I do use them quite often. That's just a really great example of how different plants have been combined to be able to present solutions for some of those things. So that's how we get our support, is really by identifying where our feelings are sitting and where it is we want the shift to go from there. So how is it that we actually then action that into our lives? Once we've decided what it is that we're going to do, what we need to, what it is that we want to target, what emotions we want to target, how do we do that? And really my biggest thing is that it depends a lot on what effect you want. So I'm going to go through a few different ways that we can get emotional support in the moment as soon as we feel that we need it, really. So the quickest way is to just have a quick inhale. So if you've got a blend that you really love or an oil that you really love, I love to use wild orange. You just quickly grab the bottle, open it. I should have had one handy. I don't know why I don't. But grab the bottle and open it and just have a really, really nice deep breath. And take a couple of deep breaths and a couple of moments for yourself to do that. And that is a really, really powerful way to just have something really, really quick, and you can move on with the rest of your day as you see fit from there. If you would like something that's going to hang around for a good chunk of time, using the diffuser is really, really fabulous. And I love it specifically because it goes for a few hours. So you can kind of I can break the day down into sessions, basically. I can have like a morning session where I can decide that I would like the mood to be a bit more energetic for getting things started. And then in the hours of the afternoon and evening, I definitely decide to go for something that's a bit more soothing and calming and ready for the wind down in the evening. So that's something that's really fabulous, to be able to not only be able to do large chunks of time, but also to be able to impact the entire household or the entire space that you want to add it to. So that's something that's really fabulous to be able to do, not only in your own household, but in the car, in the workplace, wherever it is that you need to go. You can get diffusers that are portable for that reason as well. So those are some really great ways to be able to get it in through our airways, which is really, really fabulous, especially with our emotions and our breathing, because if we're able to really breathe those in very deep, then the deep breaths are also going to really help us with managing our emotions as well, and being really in touch with ourselves when we're steady in our breath. So other ways to be able to use it would be topically on our skin or in through our skin. So one way you could do that would be to make your own roller blend in a little roller bottle topped up with some coconut oil. And you can pick specific oils to target emotions, and then you can actually target focus areas in our body. So as I was mentioning earlier about my throat, I would actually put a roller blend on my throat to be able to help clear that up very quickly, and to feel like I've then targeted the specific area that I'm feeling that the emotions are quite heavy or quite stuck. So I really love being able to do that. I have a special blend that I love to put on my heart for really, really difficult situations that I'm coping with. And I really find that most effective when I use that straight over my heart, or even over different pressure points as well. So that's another one that's really good to have for just on hand in the moment when you feel like you need that support. Another great way to be able to work them in over a longer period of time is to be able to add it into your own self-care products. Put it into your daily routine. You can add your own oils into your bath and body lotions, shampoos, conditioners, things like that. Anything that you're using on a day-to-day basis that you're going to put onto your skin is going to be really, really fabulous, even in a deodorant or a personal misting spray. Something like that, something that you reach for every day anyway, so you're not really going to think about it too much. It doesn't feel like it's an extra thing. It's a really, really easy way to create a quick habit, and being able to do that every single day is going to be able to be something that's really, really great just on a day-to-day, and to be able to be that more longer time focus on whatever it is that you're wanting to look at. So a really great example of that might be if you have a foot lotion that you like to use, and you might like to add a bit of the balance blend to that, which is really, really grounding and really, really perfect for adding to anything to do with the feet. So that might be a really great way that you decide to add some emotional empowerment into your day-to-day. So there's a few really great examples of how you can get that into your daily life and start creating a habit out of it, or to just be able to go to in the moment when you feel like you really need it. So to sum up, because I want to try and keep this fairly quick for everybody, basically it's about knowing what it is that you're feeling at the moment, knowing where in your body you're feeling it, and knowing what it is that what direction you want to go into, what it is that you want to make an impact on your environment and your space. Once you've done that, then you can reach out and seek support, have a look at some resources, get in touch with some people if you would need some specific advice, and that will be able to help you to really narrow down any specific oils or blends that would be really, really helpful to you for what it is that you're feeling. So that's something that you can support yourself, or you can ask me or whoever your doTERRA contact is to be able to give you that's really specific to you. And really then it's about getting in there and doing it, finding a way that speaks to you, that's easy for you, and that you're able to just really take quick, authentic action in your own life and be able to just get on and do it. Because the only way that we're going to be able to experience it is to do it, really. So I'll just stop the video there, everyone, and thank you all very, very much for joining us. I hope that you are feeling a little bit more empowered with your emotions, and do feel free to get in touch if you want any more specific further advice. Thanks very much. Bye, guys.